A major roadblock for the Biden White House. Key Democrat Senator Joe Manchin saying he will not vote for the controversial voting bill for the People Act.
The announcement is a big blow for President Biden's agenda, especially as he struggles to put together a deal on infrastructure. For the latest, let's bring in Newsmax national correspondent Logan Ratick, live for us this morning at the Capitol. Logan, good morning.
Good morning. Manchin's come about as close to anyone as dealing a death blow to the House bill to reform voting laws. He's saying he's opposed to it and will not vote for it when it comes to the Senate floor this month. In a Sunday op-ed in the West Virginia Gazette-Mail, Senator Manchin writes, quote, "I believe that partisan voting legislation will destroy the already weakening binds of our democracy, and for that reason, I will vote against the For the People Act. Furthermore, I will not vote to weaken or eliminate the filibuster." But that doesn't mean he's giving up on the idea of advocacy for voting rights altogether.
We have two bills before us, okay? We have the Voting Rights Act, which has passed over 5 times in our history here since 1965 in a most bipartisan way. We can expand that to all 50 states. We can do so much more with that. And it's starting out to be bipartisan. I have Senator Lisa Murkowski from Alaska signed on in a bipartisan way. For the People Act is much greater.
Manchin says the John Lewis Voting Rights Act has a better chance of passing.
So I want to fight for this, and I think the Republicans will fight for this and understand we must come together on a voting rights bill in a bipartisan way. You can't divide our country further by thinking you've given leeway to one or the other.
But Maine Senator Angus King's opposition to the bill Manchin supports is yet another wrinkle the Democrats need to figure out.
No, I think there are things that can be modified, and Chuck Schumer knows that, and Amy Klobuchar. I've said that all along. It's a 800 or 900 or 1,000-page bill. There are clearly some things I think need to be negotiated, and I think Joe Manchin realizes that.
King says if the Senate can draft legislation he agrees with, he, unlike Manchin, would be willing to eliminate the filibuster to pass it. Now, Manchin and Arizona's Kyrsten Sinema are the two Democrats vowing to protect the filibuster. Manchin says of his colleagues, quote, "They've attempted to demonize the filibuster and conveniently ignore how it has become critical to protecting the rights of Democrats in the past." As for infrastructure, Manchin says that he has, quote, "all the confidence in the world that Democrats and Republicans will be able to come together, even though President Joe Biden is rejecting the latest Republican proposal." The lead negotiator is Manchin's counterpart in West Virginia, Senator Shelley Moore Capito. Now, another thing that should be mentioned between Manchin and Capito, the two senators from West Virginia, a reliable state for President Trump in the past. He won with 68% or more of the vote each time. These two senators are now taking the forefront here in Washington. Back to you.
Yeah, really interesting to watch what happens next. National correspondent Logan Ratick, live for us. Logan, thank you.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.